Welcome back to the Fire Emblem Awakening playthrough. Last time we saw what would happen if we chose to put Grima to sleep rather than kill Grima permanently. Now, the Chrom from this world has been brought over via Outrealm gates to this one. This is my only chance of stopping Mary Sue since she killed this world's Chrom. However, as he travels through the Outrealms, he's going to take a bit of a detour before going to our actual destination, the dark future ruled over by Mary Sue. Again, that is our final destination, but we need to be a bit stronger before we go there. If we're going to defeat Mary Sue, we're going to need all the help we can get, and that help comes from infinite legendary weapons, which just so happens that we have an Outrealm we can go to, called Infinite Regalia. However, there is another reason why I want to go to this Outrealm, and you'll find out why once we start the battle. So, Chrom journeys to this Outrealm before reaching the future that Mary Sue rules, because this one holds an important lesson for him. It'll show the consequences of what will happen should he fail. These ruins also look exactly like the ones that Severa was recruited in, but that's neither here nor there. So the Dead Lords are back. And they're speaking in all capitals now. At least they're actually speaking. Well, we already knew that.
What?
And their only purpose is to guard these treasures. Now that's interesting. This should give a clue as to who these Dead Lords actually are. Unfortunately, their original names have been lost. They now know themselves by these names. And there are 36 of them. This number is very, very significant. Why didn't you say courage instead of luck? Then it would have been a reference. So, here we are in the DLC map, Infinite Regalia. Our goal here is the 3 treasure chests at the top of the map. Of course, we're not the only ones who've heard of the treasure here. There are some random thieves here, and they're gonna be going for these chests too. Thankfully, though, they have a lot of doors in their way, so it's gonna take them quite a while before they reach the treasure. And we'll need to use that to our advantage. We're basically gonna have to race these thieves. But, well, racing them is gonna be pretty dangerous, because we have to go through the Dead Lords. 36 Dead Lords. So, basically, 3 sets of 12. They all have some pretty powerful skills, and they're all armed with legendary weapons. Now, they're not exactly that tough, especially if you're used to the enemies from Priam's Paralogue, but the fact they all have legendary weapons is quite annoying, and also, speaking of annoying, is the fact that all of the Tigresses have counter. So, be sure that you stay away from melee range of those guys. 2 Simias right next to each other. But yes, Book of Naga, beware of your dragons around that, because that hurts a lot. These enemies also have some stat boosts due to... And Excalibur, this is a tome that I haven't actually shown off in the main game, because the only way you can get it is through here or through Double Jewel. It's the other legendary wind tome, originating from Marth's games. It's a little bit weaker than Forseti, but has a massive amount of critical backing it up. So many books of Naga, so, yeah, our goal here is these legendary weapons. But if we're going to crack these chests, we're going to need thieves. So our first port of call is, as you can see, I have kind of been training Frederick. I've also been training up Sumia and Cynthia because I'll be needing them soon. Yes, I've brought in Sumia from another universe as well, or alternatively, canon is just in flux and she somehow returned to life. I can't really explain it, but what I will explain is that I did train up Gangrel a bit because I'm going to need a very good lockpicker going into the future past, so he was pretty much the best option I had. Here are just a few characters that I'm training. Don't mind Salif there. Now, I want to bring Pan and Gaius. Pan because she says something kind of interesting, and also don't need that catharsis yet. And Gaius because, well, we need lockpickers. You might notice that he's a hero at the moment, and doesn't need that. Let's just grab that. As for other characters that we're going to bring here, I actually want to bring mostly second-gen characters. And there's a very, very good reason for this. Also, I will not bring Mary Sue because she will kill us all. So, Jerome says something interesting here, as does Brady. Definitely want... where's Yarn? I want Severa, definitely. And because Severa's here, I may as well bring Severa's husband, which would be Laurent there. And there's Yarn. I definitely want Lucina as well. Emerine has something kind of interesting to say about this chapter, so I might as well bring her too. And let's see. I need a pair-up partner for Chrom, though. I think Yarn and Brady have a support. So I might send them over this side. I want to make sure that we have one lockpicker to each side. Because we need to get through these doors, and we also need to avoid the center part of the map at all costs. Mainly, just avoid here. You'll see why once we begin the chapter. Now, okay, Laurent needs to go there. Probably best if Emerine, as she'll be our main healer here. Probably best if she goes in the center. Laurent, you might want to take a healing staff. And Brady's already got some pretty good healing staff, so he's pretty much fine. Anybody else that I need to bring here? Wait, where's Lucina? You know what? Where is he? Should probably bring Inigo as well. There he is. And you know what? Because a lot of people want to, I can pair him up with Jerome. Except, Jerome needs to watch out for the Bonite. I would pair up him with Lucina, but Chrom needs someone, and well, he can't pair up with Mary Sue anymore because, well, yeah, she's kind of taken over the world. I think that should be everything. Granted, he could just pair up with Emerine. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey, we get to bring exactly 12 characters. That does give enough for pair-ups. Actually, I could pair up Emerine and Gangrel, but don't exactly want to do that at this point. I think we're basically ready, so here we go. Now, you might have noticed that the victory condition here was defeat Commander. The Commander is this moose here, this one very specific moose that just stands in the middle. Yeah, I fell into this trap when I first played this map. This is a defeat Commander mission, not route. And so, I just charged in, slaughtering everything on path, took this guy down, and the map ended before I even got to the chests. So, don't do that, basically. Don't. Just don't. Learn from my mistake. Anyway, let's make a save point here. So you might remember this music as the map theme for Chapter 10, Light and Dark, from Fire Emblem 4. Also known as the trial map theme from Path of Radiance, which I really like that song. This is a really good song. Now, first things first, we need to get rid of you. Now, because otherwise that 2 to 3 range bow is going to be a real pain. Does anyone else here have double bows? Just need to check. Well, only the snipers can have it, so you have Ufel, and you have Needhog, so yeah, only one of them has it. And that one is going down right now. Now, the main reason why I wanted to bring mostly children characters here is they have some very interesting quotes against the enemies here. The parents are mostly all like, "Oh, you're such worthy opponents, this Outrealm is so scary." But the children, well, they give some insight into who these Deadlords actually are. One of them has the brand, which means they must be of the Exalted bloodline. But there are thousands of people who've held the Exalted bloodline, though I get the feeling that the one we've seen as noticed here is someone much more familiar.
I say when it ends.
Face me.
But I can be pretty confident in saying this guy's going down.
I challenge my fate.
Yes, you challenge your fate as a spawn of Sue, despite the fact that you were using her skill. That takes some pressure off, but this side is actually one that I really don't like, because this Simia with Mercurius hits very, very hard. This guy is all too happy to counter Suicide You. This guy has an enormous crit rate. This girl has an enormous crit rate as well, and is all too happy to join in the fight. And then this guy has a 1 to 2 range lance, so the enemies here are pretty painful all round, actually. In fact, what I actually think might not be a bad idea is to have Yarn go there, and then switch Pan over for that support bonus. Next, these enemies. I really want some of them gone, especially you. You are really annoying with that Balmung due to your enormous hit rate. And I don't want to go too far, because again, then I'll provoke these ones. Of course, I can't actually use Jerome here either, because if I did, Book of Naga is effective against dragons, which includes wyverns, and also there's a bow user, so he'd pretty much get annihilated. Kind of making things a lot harder on myself doing this chapter with not maxed out supports, but I wanted to show off as many of the children's quotes as I could. Now that's interesting. Huh.
Stand firm. This is your last dance.
Maybe these Deadlords danced before in their previous life. Really? Really? No dual strikes out of 2 attacks? Really? Well, that's annoying. That's really annoying. And for some reason, Severo doesn't actually have a weapon equipped. She's all being like, "Oh, it's not like I want to equip you or anything." But if she's not doing anything, I can at least rally. And as for Gangrel, did anybody get hurt? Doesn't look like it. Now, as long as Emerin stays out of range of Armads, I'm kind of fine here. I don't want you to attack Gangrel, so might as well go here and equip that Levin sword. Let's go. Always weird to see Armads wielded by a war cleric of all things.
I say when it ends.
Considering that it used to be Hector's weapon. Well, yeah, double crit. That one has Miracle, so sometimes she has a tendency to troll you with that, but she was fine here. Of course, Lucina has to stay this course. She has a second Dark Future she needs to avert now. I just realized that that's going to bottleneck us. Pan's quote here is actually one of the few interesting first-generation ones.
Do we have to?
Gaius clearly wants to be reunited with dead loved ones. Well, that's kind of what I wanted you to do.
Eh?
Gangrel's quote's not too interesting, though it is a little ironic considering who these Deadlords are implied to be. Again, that last quote's going to be ironic. Now, Gangrel's not doing much damage here, but it would be cool if he got a lethality. Because I did grind him an assassin for that skill. And, well, you're going to go for Inigo when he has a bow equipped. Of course you are. But Inigo's pretty powerful. And I am so glad that you attack from range, because all of the Tigrises, yeah, have counter. And that gets really, really bad. Yes, I challenge my fate of getting hit by counter.
I say when it ends.
My turn.
And nice save, Chrom.
Thank you.
I do not want to leave any Tigrises alive. And you must have Ragnar, then.
Stay with us.
Either that or a Matsu, which I think can show up in this chapter.
Hold on, I'm coming.
I say when it ends.
I always find it hilarious, though, that, that Ragnar, the freaking sword is just thrown at the enemy in this game. It's, it did its range attacks through sword beams in its original appearance in Path of Radiance, but now it's just like, throw Ragnar! Then again, Ike pretty much threw Ragnar all the time with Ether. Now, this line from Emrin's quite interesting too. Separated from what you once were. Yeah, in a way that is kind of similar to Emrin. And the battle theme here is the battle theme for fighting Emperor Arvis in Fire Emblem 4, the original user of Valflame. Now, I don't like that critical chance, and thankfully that was, good there. And I did a heck of a lot of damage, too. Okay, get another Deadlord out of the way, that's great. Oh, it would have been funny if you activated Astra and missed everything.
Me.
You will not stop me.
Overkill, but I don't really care. I never realized just how good miniature lancers were. I kept forgetting that they were 1 to 2 range weapons, and they have a great critical rate. And now the thieves are moving. We have plenty of time before they reach the chest, so we shouldn't worry too much. Oh, I don't like you at all now. You are annoying. I shall kill you. But first, let's bail Emrin out, because she's going to need some help.
Listen.
And Chrom has a pretty interesting quote here, too. Of course, we've got a future we need to protect, too. And this quote is actually very appropriate.
Now.
Your end has come. Right.
Sorry, Em, once more. Okay, you have no idea how satisfying it is that I'm reducing your crit chance to 0. But Yarn's quote is really interesting. One of them is a Targwell, but considering that Yarn and Pan are the only Targwell alive in the recent time, and I doubt that any of the other dead Targwell will be enough to create a Deadlord from, and he senses a presence not unlike his mother's. The implications of that are pretty disturbing. I don't think someone beat Extinction, I think quite the opposite.
Bring it. This ain't over.
Yeah, stupid Tonebreaker. And, well, that was really bad. I'm now stuck. I'm now bottlenecked. That is really, really bad. Every other time I did this, someone would die if I rushed ahead, but looks like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Need to clear out these guys fast enough to get Gaius through. If only he was still an assassin and he could use bows. And of course, I'm also going to need to heal some people. Okay, wait, I still want you locked in. And I don't need you locked in. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'll take you out. Goodbye, Bovis. Well, one of you at least. Actually, we've got rid of 2 Bofuses so far, so there's only 1 left. And you still... I still don't like you. And you have that hit rate even with Swordbreaker on Jerome. That... Oh wait, no, he only has Lancebreaker. Hasn't even learned Swordbreaker yet. Guess I should go for the Killing Edge here.
I'm a man of passion.
And of course, Inigo always activates Soul because he is a man of passion. And good shot, Jerome.
Beautiful.
Though I probably should have equipped something other than Armads. Because I'm not in the final chapter anymore. I actually have to worry about that spell's uses. But I want you gone, definitely.
Intriguing.
Lawrence line here is also quite interesting. Maybe he's figured it out already. Come to think of it, one of Muriel's classes was Dark Mage. And with this, I am out of range of recover, so have to go for Physic. And we are still bottlenecked over on this side, which I don't like at all.
Okay.
And you're still hitting. And, well, the thieves keep moving. And you keep rallying. We've got to get moving too, then. Though, we do want to watch out for you. We need to avoid you because this is a defeat boss mission, and if we accidentally kill him before it's time, we end this chapter long before we get our hands on the treasure, and that's not good, is it? Now, die, Gallus, die.
You want some? I'm gonna end you.
Oh yeah, now I get lethality.
Here.
That's just great, isn't it? Wow, the game just loves me today, doesn't it? And I do not want to go in your range. I still don't like the prospect of that counter guy. For now, though... Can I snipe Tigris now? I actually might be able to, and that's actually not a bad idea. And I'm going to equip the Brave Axe on you. Okay, I hope I can take Tigris out before he starts being crazy with counter.
It's been lovely.
I only need Jerome to dual strike once, and given my luck, he's probably not going to. Of course he didn't! Of course he didn't! Ah! Okay, gotta watch out for you. Don't want to get countered. And, well, Chrom and Lucina, just don't go there. Whatever you do, don't go there. Otherwise, this chapter just ends, and we don't want that. And who needs healing? Ironically, I think Emerin is the only one who actually does need healing. And, well, Lucina needs healing by 1 HP, but... And of course you do that. Now, this is a situation where lethality would be really helpful.
Not happening.
Nope, and counter.
Too slow. I got sharp witty teeth.
Okay, I'm glad Astra didn't activate on the first one, because that would have been terrible with counter. But at least that's one more down. Okay, I'm actually glad you did that, because, wow, you have a terrible matchup here. You are wielding Mercurius, one of the legendary swords from Marth's games. Ironically, that thing was actually Marth only in its original appearance, and it increased his growth rates. Gaius's quote is a bit weird here, and it's actually, again, most of the first generation quotes are actually played for comedy, which I find really bizarre given what the second generation quotes imply. This chapter's a bit weird in that it can't really decide on what its tone really wants to be. Well, pointless lethality, but I'll take it. Crit lethality!
Sweet.
And you just used Hawkware to fully heal yourself.
Huh?
Severa's is one of the most tragic of all of them. Severa, you might just want to realize who you're fighting here.
I'm just getting started. Say goodnight.
Too slow, I fear.
Almost, not quite. And yeah, pick on the guy with the bow equipped at the moment. The thieves are about halfway across the map. Thing is, I need to actually get Gaius up there, is the problem. All I need to do is cut the enemies off, though. At this point, I think Chrom and Lucina are better served on this side. Well, they can't really go any further up without accidentally making Mus kind of suicide himself. We don't want that. Also, two identical Musses up there. Okay, who has the better resistance? Lucina by 1 point. Okay, I guess Gangrel has to step in now. Sorry, Vake. I hope you can rest in peace.
Long.
And now let's see if we can get one more for good measure. Well, this does more damage, so I might as well go for this one.
Do be careful.
I've had enough.
Yeah, I would have had enough too at this point.
You are boring me.
Distraction kills.
That was mine.
Two Sword Masters and a Book of Naga in this next set, plus, well, a few more powerful enemy magic users. Wonder if we'll even be able to get through in time. Still want to make sure to fight you from range, though.
You there.
Now this is interesting.
Here they come.
I think we've already figured it out by now.
Move those feet.
Sorry about this, but it has to be done. We're fighting so that all of you don't have to exist, let's just say. Okay, I am afraid of you, though, because you ended my run last time by critting me. That was really, really not good. And yes, Yana's now maxed his strength, which is awesome. That is definitely good. Suppose I could physic you. And Pan is still heavily damaged. But Gaius needs to get moving quickly, because he is one of our only lock pickers and we need to pick these locks. Still 21 Deadlords to go, we haven't even taken out half of them yet. Mostly thanks to this legendary weapon spam, this chapter is being a lot harder than I remember it being.
I've got your back.
And of course the counter guy does this.
I say when
Okay,
it ends.
this is bad. I hate counter.
My turn.
Well, actually, missing is probably a blessing in disguise there.
Hey.
Brady's quote's here interesting here too. Everything's gone, no people, just these ruins and all these risen. Though Yarn will be very effective against this guy. Ow! This is just like how things ended last time, I'm worried. Brady is supposed to have really good luck. Yeah, this does really worry me. That 12% critical actually got Brady last time in exactly this way. But didn't crit this time, good.
Bunny kick.
And with a bunny kick,
I owe you one.
that Excalibur's gone. Thieves are almost here. Probably should have brought a Maya user. My Maya only has 2 users left. But I probably should have brought one in case of emergency. The question here is, though, can I actually get Gangrel onto one of these people? I don't think I can. Oh, that's annoying. I need to get through here fast because the thieves are almost at the chests. Oh, I think I'm going to fail this again. Well, let's see. Mistletoe. Let's see. Let's lock in everything that would be a threat to Jerome. Okay. Can't get out of your range, but I could see if I can lure all of you. If I can break Jerome through there, I might be able to intercept the thieves. And equip Inigo with a better weapon. Meanwhile, I guess we'll just have to stay here until these doors open. Unless I could lure that Book of Naga guy. That might be possible. And, well, Gaius has almost got to these locks. And that is gone. Thankfully, they don't combine counts with Miracle or anything jerkish here.
You will not stop me. There we are.
One more Deadlord down. And I would... yeah, I kind of want to heal you. And here is my cunning plan. Cut through these Deadlords quickly. Come on, Inigo, you can do better than that.
Have another.
That's one gone. Jerome's going to get kind of overleveled from this, but it is my best option.
Let's go.
And another moose down.
Naturally.
2 in a row. I believe that is max skill and speed. Being one of the last child, in fact, actually the last child character that I recruited, Jerome is very, very powerful due to inheriting the highest possible stats that he could. And one less Book of Naga is great for Jerome.
Logical result. Count me in.
Okay, this guy should be going down. Something I should also mention is that Deadlords always give an experience bonus that's roughly equivalent to a boss bonus, and that's on top of the normal boss bonus, so if you kill a Deadlord boss, you get a pretty huge amount of experience. That can make the enemies here quite good for training, actually. Deadlords and Einherjar all get a special experience bonus that is the same as the boss bonus, but it's in addition to it. And I think that means that Jerome's maxed most of his stats. Oh, hi there, I didn't realize I'd lure you as well, but one less Excalibur use is also good for me.
Enough.
Ironically, you were the one who got criticals, and for some reason, your resistance is terrible.
Excellent data.
32 damage on a magic user is pretty insane. And another one, I think you also have the Book of Naga? Yes, you do. Actually, clearing out these ones might really help me in the long run. I think the only threat to Jerome left is the Archer. And, Severa shows her ultimate Tsundere time breakage powers by dual striking through a wall. And, well, I think there will be another turn before the thieves reach their destination. And hopefully... Okay, let's see. Book of Naga. Mjolnir could be painful, actually. And it's really, really hard to see ranges on that red floor. Let's just unlockify all the ranges, and let's just say, okay, so I'm definitely out of your range. And if I go there, I'll be out of your range, but I will still be in... Oh, freaking crap, Forcetti. Forcetti on Jerome is not a good combination. That would kind of explode his face. Then again, I could actually go for Inigo instead. Inigo's slightly damaged, but he's going to recover that anyway with, though his resistance is fairly bad as well. But I mean, see, let's look at this, 50 strength, 40 skill, 40 speed. Well, I can unlock this door with Gaius now. Thankfully, Lock Touch doesn't actually require you to be a thief in this game, which is pretty cool. Wow, that's a lot of magic. Lots of Books of Naga and Valflames. Actually, you know what? I may as well go for a Fortify. I do need to definitely heal Brady, though, so gonna take care of that as first priority. Physic Brady. Perfect, and now... unlock this door. Don't accidentally be stupid and not unlock it. Well, I can at least intercept some of the thieves. And I don't like how these sword masters have huge resistance, though. You have Balmung and you have Tearfing. Okay, let's fight. Pointless Soul, which Severa pretty much always gets now. And I knew that would miss.
Do watch out.
Yeah, now the question is what to do with Jerome. Because I do not like the idea of him getting hit by Forcetti. That would be really bad. How much is it going to do, though? Triple Might, so that would be 14 times 3, which would be 30 plus 12, which would be 42. Huh. 42. You don't double me. I mean, as long as I don't get attacked by too many other things. 42 is actually, by all rights, not bad. Wait a minute, though. Wait a second. Oh, right, no, that's 42 plus your magic stat, so that is definitely going to kill me. So I was stupid there. But the thing is, how much does Inigo take from it? In fact, I was stupid in general. Yeah, okay, you do 61. I can actually see that directly. How much do you do, actually? 57, and then... So you do a little under 20. Just sort of depends. I might actually be able to survive. Well, provided that I don't get hit by that, is the thing, and there is a very good chance that I do get hit by that. And I don't have any healers left, so I can't actually... I don't have any second chances. So yeah, just as an indication, that's a bad idea, although you both have very low accuracy. Then... Well, the Force Eddy one is always going to be able to attack, but... Alright, then there's Mjolnir. Inigo will get attacked by both of them if he goes there. But if he goes here, he gets attacked by Ufel. And I really don't want to bank on the chances of, though 40% from that means Mjolnir is going to have a very low hit rate. Although, again, I am not one to bank on hit rates. Alternatively... switch Lucina over to Chrom, and don't equip the miniature lance. Equip a physical weapon, otherwise Mus is going to suicide himself, and then this chapter will be over, and everything we've done will have been for nothing. So don't equip any of those. Guess I'll have Inigo stand here, rally skill, and now I can send Lucina up here. Lucina has a much better chance of surviving, and I believe that is in fact my best course of action. See, look at that, 93% dual strike chance. Let me just show how... Although, you have a very, very low hit rate. Just need to make sure that I get this exactly right, because that's a very high hit rate. And that's a... interesting. And how much does Force Eddy do to Lucina? Kind of a decent amount. And then I get hit by Mjolnir as well, plus Gungnir. I only have 2 uses of that left, so I'd probably rather do this. Well, I do have a 93% chance of a dual strike that will almost certainly, finish that guy off. I'm actually going to go for this. Come on, Lucina, fight for your husbando. And that is Ufel Draco down.
That was mine.
Chrom, stop being so angsty. And now the moment of truth.
Stay with us.
You still do quite a lot of damage. I think the one I'm really worried about here is Brady. And possibly Severa, depending on how many dual guards I get.
Happy to assist.
And, well, I wish she had a better activation skill than Sol. I could get her Luna if I wanted, and that would make her really The irony of Severa getting a skill called Luna, considering spoilers! And hi there. I knew you'd be doing that. And no critical, which is good. But I got the better version of a critical. Goodbye! Oh, I kinda didn't see that coming. Though, this is gonna mean that no one else can attack Emma in this turn. Because you're officially blocked. And now you just need to survive this onslaught. That is a lot of damage for someone who's primarily a magic user. Nice one, Yarn. You may have just saved Brady there. And gone. Hey, don't say that. He just probably saved your life there. Only Brady is allowed to wield Mjolnir here. Though actually, for all we know, this could actually be possibly... Well, I guess we'll never know because they're not gone yet.
Steel yourself.
You're kind of who I was worried about for Severa, but she should be fine. Because she always recovers her health with Soul anyway.
And another.
And another? Yeah, another would have been very appreciated there.
Together.
Okay, 18% hit rate Forseti. You are officially the worst Forseti user
This is farewell.
in the history of everything, and you're now going down. Trust me, it is very hard to be a bad Forseti user. You just achieved it. Are you proud of yourself? Okay, the thieves are almost here, but I think we may be able to stop them, well, soon. Okay, here's the question though. Who do I want to get rid of more? Who's the bigger threat? You both have chances of a critical against Gangrel, which I don't like at all. So firstly, not quite enough. Though Chrom does have a 50% dual strike chance.
On my mark.
I would have liked a soul there, and I would have liked a dual strike there. Thankfully, I did get a miss there. Okay, you are gone, and now we just need to... Another Book of Naga. Why are there so many of them around here? Though you are a little intimidating. How far can you go, Book of Naga guy? Okay, I think we're actually safe here. Goodbye, Cadus!
I'm feeling this one.
It was your time.
Of course, that weapon level C is not going to matter all that much, because Pan is not going to be an assassin for very much longer. And I want to lure the two of you, so... Okay, I can't stop at least one of these thieves from hitting that chest, but I definitely will be able to stop them the turn after, so... Again, the real question here is... Actually, I'll be in a position to take out the thieves after they loot the chests here. Okay, so let's get rid of you, and then the other with Gangrel, and then the way is clear. And then we can intercept those thieves. And 1 HP Life Taker. Yeah, just use the Silver Sword. And it'd be funny if I got lethality there, but I didn't. Yeah, I want to lure you. In fact, I can actually attack you with Brady now. Okay, I need to take you out.
It's all you.
Jan, it's also partly you as well. Good miss there, though. Jan, it's not all Brady. You could have dual struck there. And why are you getting strength, Brady? You're not supposed to be getting strength. And Brady has an enormous amount of skills at this point, so I kind of have to unequip some. Oh, I can't... I'm getting Book of Naga regardless of what I do, aren't I? One hit from the Book of Naga won't kill him, though. Or I can just switch over to Lucina, who's not weak to the Book of Naga. That seems like a better option.
Keep it together. Move.
You have my gratitude.
That's all the Dracos down. Means the only enemies left one Deadlord and those thieves. Who needs healing the most? I'll just go heal you. And what do we get? Book of Naga, interesting. You fell. The chests here contain 3 random legendary weapons. Annoyingly, this includes the Mistletoe, so it can be kind of a slap in the face to end up getting that after going through all this effort. This also includes Walhart's Wolfberg, so you might end up getting a weapon that you can't actually use. Yes, thankfully I can finish you and get those weapons, so let's claim our prizes. Firstly, prize number 1. I will be taking that Ufel, thanks.
I've had enough. I was almost scared.
So, kind of weird and paradoxical that there are 2 Ufels in existence now. Might as well get rid of this thief for good measure so he doesn't loot the middle chest. Because we still don't know what the middle chest is. What will it be? Okay, let's claim that Book of Naga. It'll definitely be good to have another one of those. Especially since Mary Sue took the other one.
Show 'em who's boss.
So as long as you can intercept the thieves, as in get here at the time they get here, you don't really have to worry too much about losing the treasures. So we've already got claim 2. Now we just need the last one, and then we can safely take down Moose.
Hope will never die.
Again, one of the biggest traps of this chapter is accidentally killing Moose before you've actually got all the treasures, and that just ends things prematurely and gets really, really frustrating. I may have done this in my first attempt at this chapter, so just don't do that again. And also don't do that, because otherwise I'd end this before I got the last treasure. And yeah, can just get this last treasure at my leisure. What will it be? What will it be? What's it gonna be? Goddess Staff! Okay, I'll take that. So, yes, every legendary weapon in the game can potentially be in these 3 chests. So, this is the way that you can get more of these weapons. And if you want, you can grind for them, although, unlike the other grinding levels, this one's actually pretty tough, as you can see. And definitely not doable by a low-level party. In fact, you pretty much need an endgame party to actually be able to do this. Might as well use the Noble Rapier here. And you know what? Might as well let Chrom finish this.
Steady. I will not fail.
Chrom, perhaps you face yourself once more.
Good.
With Moose down, the chapter is complete. And we got 3 legendary weapons out of the deal. And none of them were the Mistletoe, thankfully. There are a few weapons, interestingly enough, that unless you know friends who own this game and you can do double duel with, there are a few weapons that you can only get here. They are Hautclair and I believe Excalibur, but definitely Hautclair. But it looks like they're just getting right back up again. Now again, 36. That is very, very significant. So you probably figured it out by now. 36 is exactly the number of characters in the first generation of this game. Now, the gender balance is probably off, but that, again, these ones are all dead, so I guess that doesn't really matter. But judging by the children's quotes, the fact that one of them with Jan has the same kind of scent as his mother, the fact that Laurent mentions that, the fact that one of them has the brand, it is heavily implied that these 36 Deadlords are, in fact, the first generation characters who died in the Bad Future timeline, or in this case, the ones who died fighting Mary Sue. If we don't stop her, this will be us. Now, the other thing is that 36 doesn't quite match up for one reason: the Avatar. Obviously, the Avatar isn't dead in the Bad Future because Grima is possessing them. But there's one way that this number can even out. You see, 35 of them are the other first-gen characters. The other one? Well, Tiki, her quote in the English version got altered a little bit, but Tiki's quote in the Japanese version heavily implied that the Deadlord she was fighting was in fact Marth. Yes, the Marth. So these 36 Deadlords are in fact most of the characters from the first generation, as well as Marth. And also, judging by Brady's quote, the fact that there's only ruins left over, ruins that have dragon statues in them, and there's no people at all, just these risen, it's heavily implied that the Outrealm you're in is what will eventually happen to the world after Grima's done with it. Absolutely nothing is left. Nothing except ruins and the risen corpses of the heroes who failed. And yet the ending of this chapter is still played for comedy, which I don't see why they do this. It just feels like such a mood clash, and I don't know why they did that. Yes, if we don't go back to our world and finish our struggle, these Deadlords will be us. I guess part of them is lonely. They miss their former lives and their children. They miss the lives they could have had. And they want to fight us once again. And you can repeat this map as much as you want to gain additional regalia. Just remember that the 3 that you get every attempt are random. Yes, they have nothing left to do but to wait forever. And again, there's another reward for this chapter. Now this was bizarre. There's a DLC character who nobody expected because there was no fanfare surrounding them. Every other DLC chapter in this game that gave you a character, they basically heavily played it up and were like, oh look, here's this new artwork of this character and you recruit them for beating this DLC. But here, suddenly there's an Einherjar reward for this one that they never told you about. Eldegun the Lionheart from Fire Emblem 4. One of the strongest of his time, not quite the brightest though. He didn't realise that his king was a complete tyrant, and when he finally realised, the king had him executed.
Right.
Well, hopefully I can protect him better than he protected himself in his last life. Hopefully will come and visit us. Yep, let's recruit Eldegun. He has no additional lines other than this, and he just uses his old trading card game artwork. No new artwork for him. He was the original holder of the missiles. And we have another gift. The silver card. This lets you buy items from shops at half price. Then again, if you have this DLC, chances are you also have the Golden Gaff, which effectively gives you an infinite source of money, meaning you don't really need the silver card. I mean, who cares about the price of items when you have infinite gold? Well, of course they don't. They're dead and they have absolutely nothing else to do in this world. Everything's gone. And so that's the end of this one. Next time, we will actually be delving into the future past, where we will meet an old ally turned foe. See you then.